Hello, everyone. This is Mike Joyce, alive here once again, all across the Bell Park Network and Ohio News and Weather. Right now, what you are seeing live on our Facebook pages is a live radar stream, intentionally with no audio. We are experiencing a brief server issue with our automated warnings, so I at least wanted to have some way for our followers to get warnings as these storms pop up and update throughout the afternoon. So myself and the other forecasters here on the team will be kind of monitoring the situation. So I'm not going to stay on personally the entire time, but what I am going to do is I'm going to leave it live with the radar on and audio off occasionally, so that way you guys can kind of check back on it, or if you'd like to have our radar like on another monitor or on your phone, you can have that as a method of doing so. Don't forget that our app also has radar as well, but if you prefer this way of getting your watches and warnings, we want to have that for you as well. So I know we had a couple comments about the sound. Yes, I'm going to be kind of cutting in and out, but I'm going to leave this stream live for now. Um, as we work our way through the afternoon. Okay, so let's talk about this while I'm here. Let's talk about the storms and what's going on across the Buckeye State. I know we have a lot of followers in the north central Ohio region, so that would be like your Richland, Crawford, and Morrow County area, and that of course is where we have one of our severe thunderstorm warnings. For this is going to be west central Richland County, including Ontario and Lexington, the city of Gallion in Crawford County, and also far northeastern Morrow County, including Troy Township and the Mid Ohio Racetrack area. So I'm familiar with this area. I grew up here, went to Lexington schools, so that's my hometown right there. And you guys are under a severe thunderstorm warning. Let's get some details on that. So our friends at the National Weather Service in Cleveland are the ones that will issue these. And the details on this storm are that it is moving only at about 10 miles per hour. So you can just see if we put some motion into it here, it's barely moving. It's really just been sitting here in northern Morrow County. So if you're in Lexington or Ontario or Gallion, you're probably seeing a little bit of dark sky. It has a little bit of hail in it as well, but very small hail. You're mostly going to see the chance for maybe some penny to pea-sized hail, but there could be a hailstone or two that gets a little bit larger than that. We did have one question. What is the app? It is called the Ohio News and Weather app. You can find that on both Google Play and the Apple App Store. Ohio News and Weather is the branding on that. Thank you for asking. All right, we've got some reports from Gallion and Lexington, so hopefully you are all doing well up that way. So yeah, this is going to creep into Richland County slowly, so you're going to start getting some downpours here along Route 314, so that's going to run out here by the Clear Fork Reservoir. Again, the Mid Ohio Sports Car Course, not really is in the center of the warning out there in Troy Township, but this does include the city of Ontario, all the retail shopping and out there, and Gallion as well. All right, and then there's a few pop-up storms. Another new special weather statement on these storms stretching all the way from outside of Wellington, that's in southern Lorain County, Oberlin up there as well, New London in Huron County, Greenwich in Huron County, and northern Richland as well. So north of Shelby, Shiloh, Blooming Grove Township up here, heading on Route 13 up by the landfill. And then out here too, this storm that used to be severe, now heading into Stark County. And we also have this severe storm that looks like it's producing some decent hail near Talmadge, Brimfield Township out there in Portage County. A good portion of Portage County is under a severe thunderstorm warning, so that includes Ravenna, stretching all the way out to the Trumbull-Mahoning County line out here as well. So that's a strong storm there. So again, what I'm going to do is, just because of the nature of these pop-up storms, if you look on the top right of your screen, there is a map indicating the risk for storms, a 1 out of 5 risk. a low risk for severe weather today, but we do have a couple storms that are popping up with some nasty gusts of wind and even some small hail and some heavy downpours. And honestly, we need these heavy downpours because most of us, me included, have some pretty dry lawns out there. We also have a couple stronger storms too popping up down in southwestern Ohio. So a couple special weather statements on a storm over Xenia at the moment. This one near Lebanon. This one out here just to the um, east of Mason and the town of Morrow there, heading towards Wilmington. And then also a strong storm in northern Montgomery County. So those are going to be your Dayton suburbs like Huber Heights and Vandalia and places like that. So they're just going to kind of pop up wherever. We have a lot of instability in the atmosphere, but right now our strongest storms are here in northeast and north central Ohio. So that's where I'm going to keep the live radar. Again, I am going to mute the audio and take my camera off. Our automated warning posts are not working. So what we're going to do as a team here is just keep this live radar up for folks as we go throughout the afternoon. And just a couple updates on the heat. We have a 108-degree heat index coming out of the Chillicothe area, measured from a home weather station right here at my house in Columbus. The heat index is 101 with an actual temperature of 92. Dew point in the mid 70s. It is oppressively hot out there, and that's why these storms are firing up. There's just so much energy in the atmosphere. We don't really have a lot of dynamics for severe weather. We really don't have any at all, but it's just that there's so much heat and so much energy that they're going to pop up. They're going to give us a little bit of rain, and if you're fortunate enough to get a little bit of rain for your yard, that'll be a good thing. But watch out for that gusty wind. That's why these severe thunderstorm warnings are in place. And I'm going to keep the focus of this live radar on northeastern and north central Ohio, occasionally checking on it and chiming in when I need to. But I'm going to leave the stream live with no audio just to keep people ahead of the storm. I'll check back in a little bit. Hello, everyone, and good afternoon to all those who have been watching. I know I know we've had several comments about no audio, and that is kind of the idea behind this stream. Because of the pop-up nature of these storms and the fact that our automated warning posting system seems to be malfunctioning this afternoon, I've decided to kind of just leave the radar up on screen for you, just to have that as a resource as we navigate these rather strong storms that have popped up across, especially northeastern Ohio. We now have several severe thunderstorm warnings in effect. We have a new one, brand new one for northern Ashland, uh, pretty much southeastern Lorain and western Medina County. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning ongoing for Portage County and also for Stark County, including the city of Canton. So, like I said, I'm going to occasionally pop in and update you on these storms. So, let's kind of go around and see what's going on. We also have a couple other storms out there as well, including some down in southwestern Ohio, moving into central Ohio. A stronger storm that's about to head toward the Wilmington area, impacting eastern Warren County. Also, some storms out in Clark County, and then one blowing up out here in Licking County. And all of this due to the excessive heat that is going on. We really don't have a whole lot of severe weather ingredients with us today, except for just very unusual heat for Ohio. This is has the chance to be a historical heat wave for us here, and that is going to be the main threat. But the storms that pop up with it could pack a punch. I believe a 55-mile-per-hour gust was reported in Worcester within the last hour, so that is significant and worth reporting. Also, heat indices across the region are climbing. We have a couple spots where the heat index is pushing close to 110 now. So very dangerous out there. But let's take a look at some of the storms. Let's see here. Any updates? No. Okay. All right. Let me pull up my um, weather service updates here, so that way we can read you what they are saying. Okay, so severe thunderstorm warning, the Portage County warning, which you just probably saw get trimmed back. That is going to run until 2:45, so we have another 25 minutes on that. They are saying this storm has produced 60-mile-per-hour gusts and half-dollar sized hail. So if you're familiar with a half-dollar coin, that's not small. That is a large amount of hail. Also, we have a warning for Stark County down here, pretty much all of Stark County. But the core of the storm is over Massillon right now, heading toward Canton and North Canton, Hartville, out toward Alliance. So the Stark County side of Alliance, you are in this warning. And if you're in the Youngstown, Mahoning Valley area, I'd be at least keeping an eye on it. You could probably see some dark skies off to the west if you're uh, in the Youngstown area. This storm, let's see here. Stark County. Okay, so 60-mile-per-hour gusts and quarter-size hail, and it's moving east at 25 miles per hour. So they are moving rather slow. And then finally, this newest warning. This is for, like I said, central Medina, northeastern Ashland, and south central Lorain County, including Grafton, Columbia Station here, Eaton Township, Oberlin, Wellington. And in Medina, you have the city of Medina, Lodi, Burbank, even Brunswick too in the warning. So if you are in places like Strongsville, North Royalton, Broadview Heights, Berea, Olmsted Falls, you might want to be looking out for this one, and maybe some of the western suburbs of Cleveland as well. And then this storm, also same deal as the Portage County storm that you see out here near Ravenna. Half-dollar size hail possible, especially with this storm near Wellington. So Grafton, you're going to get that. Eaton Township, Columbia Station, Brunswick. I would be watching out for that. And I've got another one popping up here out near Vermilion. So because they're just all popping up, it's really impossible to focus on them all. And that's why I'm going to leave the live radar up until we decide to take it down here a little bit later, until our crew works out the details with the automated warning posts. In fact, I'm even going to kind of check up on that here and refresh my computer just to see if we have any new. Nothing. Okay, nothing new there. Okay. All right. Just wanted to make sure that it was still the case. The automated warning posts are not working, which is why I'm leaving the live radar up. So what I'm going to do is like I've been doing for a good portion of the afternoon, I am going to keep the live radar up. I'm going to mute my audio and turn my camera off, but I'm going to keep it up. So if you don't see any audio or notice anyone asking about it, that's why. I tried to put it in the title of the stream as well, but sometimes not everyone sees it, so that's fine. I just kind of wanted to give everyone a chance to see what's going on. You can also download our Ohio News and Weather app, either on Google Play or the App Store. That has live radar as well. And we're just going to try to make sure everyone has access to live radar on a day like today, where we have storms that are just popping up, but some of them are on the strong side, like we had with that big storm over Columbus on Friday. I was out of town, and then I came back home yesterday and noticed there was a big tree branch down in my neighborhood. So that does happen in these types of situations. But the real threat is the excessive heat. Heat indices are pushing above 100 degrees for most of us. We've even seen a couple isolated heat indices greater than 110 degrees. So this is a very dangerous situation, and these storms are being solely driven by the heat, and no other severe weather ingredients are really out there today. So that's why the threat is rather low. And you can see on the top right hand of your screen, I have the threat map, a 1 out of 5 risk shaded in darker green for most of central and northeastern Ohio, with a 0 risk elsewhere. But really, wherever you are, there is a chance for any storms that pop up to become briefly severe, with gusty wind and some hail, and certainly some heavy downpours. We certainly some heavy downpours, which most of our lawns need. I know my lawn's looking a little unhealthy. I'm sure yours is too. So keep that in mind. So a lot of us aren't even going to get rain. There's a lot of spots that aren't. There's just nothing going on, and that's the nature of today. But for those who are, I know we have a lot of questions. So we had a question about Mahoning. That one, I would keep an eye on it. You do have a couple storms heading toward the Mahoning Valley. This one near Ravenna and this one near Canton that bear watching. But right now it looks like just some heavy downpours. So, all right, like I said, I'm going to leave the live radar up. I'll chime in whenever I need to. But for right now, we're going back to no audio and no camera mode. All right, good afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Mike Joyce back here with another update. We have a few more severe thunderstorm warnings to discuss this afternoon as we have a very powerful heat wave ongoing across the Ohio Valley, one of the strongest heat waves we've had in more than a decade, and one of the strongest that we've had in history. And because of that, because of the massive amount of energy in the atmosphere, we do have some storms that are popping up, and some of which are a bit on the strong side, especially right here in Northeast Ohio. So let's try to get you guys some updates on the newest storms. In fact, we have the newest severe thunderstorm warning issued at 2:32, so not long ago, and this will run until 3:30 for Mahoning and Trumbull County. So that includes the city of Youngstown. It also includes Boardman, Austintown, Canfield, Girard, Hubbard, Niles, Lordstown, Warren, Yankee Lake, and just south of Cortland. So along State Route 11, that's going to be a major corridor there. I-80, 680 that runs through Mahoning County, and a lot of the communities there. So it's actually right on top of Lake Milton right now, Newton Falls, the Turnpike. This is a quite the storm with half dollar size hail possible and 60-mile-per-hour gusts, and it's moving east at 25 miles per hour. So with that, it's not moving very fast, but it is moving. So it'll be a good soaker. And it does seem in the last several radar scans in the last 20 minutes, which is the loop that you're seeing here, it does appear to be growing. So that storm is still pretty strong. We also have this one in Stark County. This Stark County storm still moving east at 25 miles per hour. Same deal. 60-mile-per-hour gusts and half dollar size hail. So that's going to be the city of Canton with the strongest hail potential south of Route 30. So it's about to cross I-77 into East Canton, Louisville, Alliance. You are also in the severe thunderstorm warning. We also have this severe thunderstorm warning for Lorain, Medina, and portions of Ashland, although I do think Ashland County is now out of it, with Grafton, Brunswick, Medina, Lodi, Burbank, that I-71 corridor by the Outlet Mall, exit 209 here where 224 comes in. And if you're in somewhere like Columbia Station, Strongsville, I'd be looking out as well, even if you're not in the warning in Cuyahoga County. Of course, Columbia Station is being in Lorain County, but Strongsville not so much. We also have a strong storm out here in Crawford County, south of Bucyrus. So there was already a storm near Galion and Lexington that fizzled out. Well, we've got another one that's kind of building back here. We also have a strong storm out here in Licking County near Newark with a special weather statement on that. And we have another severe thunderstorm warning down here near Wilmington for Clinton County. This includes southern Greene County as well and eastern Warren, although it is moving out of Warren County. So we have a lot going on this afternoon, and another severe thunderstorm warning just popped up. This is for northern Darke County, I should say, sorry, northern Preble, southern Darke, and out here in Wayne County, Indiana, including the city of Richmond. So that's a lot to talk about this afternoon. Warnings are becoming pretty widespread now. We also have a special marine warning out over Lake Erie from about Lakewood to Huron. So that includes communities like Rocky River, Yvonne Lake, Bay Village, Lorain, Vermilion, and then to the east of Sandusky. So a lot going on. Again, the strongest storms seem to be clustered here in northeastern Ohio, but we also do have a couple strong ones popping up now in southern Ohio and even far eastern Indiana, including the city of Richmond. All of these have the potential for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and some hail. No tornado threat today. Thankfully, there is no tornado threat. The atmosphere is not spinning; it's just volatile because of how hot it is, and that is going to be the main threat with this is the volatility of the atmosphere with all the energy and all the heat. We do have a lot going on, a lot of energy in many pockets as well. Many locations with heat index values um, well over 100 degrees. So that is going to be the main threat for all of us here as we work through this entire week. So bear that in mind. Again, I'm going to keep this as a mostly a radar check, and I'm actually going to zoom out on it now because um, we have no more warnings. It's the severe thunderstorm warnings are no longer limited to Northeast Ohio. They are starting to pop up throughout really the whole Buckeye State now. So I'm going to kind of keep this live radar going. Again, our automated posts for severe thunderstorm warnings is down right now, so that's why I'm doing a live radar stream with me popping in occasionally. So yes, I am going to turn my camera off. I'm going to turn the audio off and just kind of update as needed as I do some other work around the house this afternoon. But we do want to keep you updated. And I do appreciate everyone who's commenting and letting me know what's going on where they live and asking questions. I'm going to try to answer them best I can. We had a question about Hocking County. Yes, it is possible that Hocking County gets a storm, although right now in Hocking County you are clear. So that's good news. And I think another thing to point out about today's severe weather threat is it is not going to be a day where all of us get storms. We kind of almost want the rain because our lawns and plants need it, but we don't need the high wind threat and we don't need the hail either. So that's kind of the issue. We don't need the heat either. Those are really the main issues. So stay cool. Keep an eye if the sky starts looking black where you are, or you hear rumbles of thunder. Remember, thunder roars, head indoors. That's the saying that the weather service and we like to put out here. But again, I'm going to keep this as just more of like a live radar stream. And again, we have numerous severe thunderstorm warnings on screen. Those are the orange boxes. Special weather statements, meaning that the storm is strong but not quite severe. Those are the yellow unfilled boxes here. But yeah, we've got severe thunderstorm warnings, Wayne County, Indiana, Darke County, Ohio, Preble County, Ohio, mostly Clinton County, and then also here Stark, Mahoning, and Lorain, Medina as well. Those are the areas that I'd be looking out right now. I'm going to pop my camera off and I will be back soon. We had a couple more questions really quick. Worcester, looks like you're in the clear. Portage going to hit again. It's possible, but because you've already had a storm in Portage County, if you do get more rain today, it would probably be less of a severe weather threat. Geauga County, that one doesn't look too bad. Geauga County's just got this little blip out here, out near Chagrin Falls. So that one doesn't look too bad out there in Geauga County. Lima, I think Lima's in pretty good shape right now too. Yeah, Lima, you're good as well. There's also some severe weather out here in Indiana to look out for. So it's really the whole hot region that's dealing with this today. So again, I'm going to leave the radar up to this zoom level so we can see a lot of the state. Again, if you're in an orange box, that's a severe thunderstorm warning. A yellow box, that is a special weather statement, meaning that they're looking at the storm, but it's not severe yet. And I hope if you at least get some rain, hopefully it's beneficial to your lawn or garden. So I'll be back here soon. Going to take a quick break, and I'll keep the radar up as we continue our live stream this afternoon. All right, good afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Mike Joyce here, back at it once again. We have more updates on the severe weather across the Ohio Valley region. Several new severe thunderstorm warnings to get to, and it's no longer just confined to Northeast Ohio, but we also now do have storms in southern and central Ohio as well that have severe thunderstorm warnings on them. So let's start with our southern storms. We have one severe thunderstorm that's right on top of the city of Dayton right now. Um, so let me refresh my severe thunderstorm warning list here. Pittsburgh, we need Wilmington. That's Licking. Okay, so we have this severe thunderstorm warning for the Dayton area. Let me get the latest update on it for you. Preble and Dark. Okay, so the Preble and Dark County warning will expire, so that one I'm not too concerned about anymore. So we'll focus on the Dayton one. Okay, so the storm is only moving east at 15 miles per hour. So if we really put some motion into it, the last 20 minutes, you can see that it's barely moved. So Oakwood has gotten a big soaking, as has downtown Dayton. Even a little bit of hail in there, too. It says penny size hail possible and a good downdraft from this storm. So Riverside, you're about to get soaked. Well, you are getting soaked if you're in Riverside right now, stretching all the way up Route 4. Even if you're along 675, you may not be getting soaked right now, but you may be very soon if you're going to be taking a drive along 675, maybe towards the Air Force Base. Again, the city of Fairborn. Huber Heights, you are also in the warning. Kettering and Beaver Creek, you're in the warning. I'm not entirely sure it's going to be a problem for you guys. Even Xenia in the warning as well. Yellow Springs too. But we'll have to kind of see the motion on this one. All right, so the warning down here for Clinton County and Wilmington has expired. It seems like that storm has moved off toward Washington Courthouse and is no longer severe. But we do have another severe thunderstorm warning. This one in Licking County. So that includes Pataskala, Granville, Newark, and Heath, St. Louisville. Let's get some information on that one. Again, moving northeast at 15 miles per hour. Not a whole lot of hail. We might have some small hail between Johnstown and Granville, so near Alexandria, but overall, our threat is pretty low for hail. Mostly the threat for heavy downpours and gusts of wind. All right, moving north. We also have several severe thunderstorm warnings back here in northeastern Ohio, where the severe weather has really ramped up. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning for northern Trumbull County, so that includes Cortland, and it goes all the way to the PA state line. So Cortland, Warren, Niles, Girard, another strong storm over the city of Youngstown right now. So anywhere along 680 heading into Youngstown down to Struthers. This will be heading toward Hubbard and then into Pennsylvania here within the hour. We also have this severe thunderstorm warning for Columbiana, Carroll, and northern Jefferson County for a cluster of storms producing some gusty wind. And then we have this strong line of storms, severe weather, stretching all the way from Rittman here along the Medina and Wayne County line. This does also include southern Cuyahoga County, so this is North Royalton and Brecksville. Pretty much all of Summit County along 271 and I-77 from Richfield all the way back down to Akron again, and Cuyahoga Falls and Twinsburg. So some of those communities have already been impacted by storms, and now you're in for round two. So that's basically the statewide summary. Severe weather. Oh, we have another one, a new one, a new severe thunderstorm warning for. Let's get this up on your screen here. This is for Pike County, northern Scioto County, southeastern Highland County, northern Adams County. That storm. We need to refresh on that one. I don't even have the text on my screen yet. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Just issued. Moving northeast at 15 miles per hour, just like all the other storms are. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts as well. So a lot going on today. It's a very oh, and now we have a new severe thunderstorm warning just issued. So that one over Washington Courthouse that I was talking about has now become severe warned. So that includes Washington Courthouse, New Holland, Bloomingburg, in Fayette County, stretching into Pickaway County, so Williamsport, and then in far southwestern Madison County, Mount Sterling as well. So that's along US 62 and I 71, that little stretch of Madison County there. Columbus itself looking okay. I know I live here in Columbus and I could use some rain in my yard, but we certainly don't want the wind and the hail. Let's see if we've got anything. Okay, so penny size hail. Yeah, all right. So I think I covered everybody. Whew, we had two new warnings in the course of me talking about it. So this is a hefty afternoon going on. We've got a lot of storms that continue to pop up. If I zoom out across all of Ohio, you can see just how many severe thunderstorm warnings we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 severe warned storms, with an additional 3 storms that are designated as special weather statements as well, including a new special weather statement for the Cleveland metro area. So why don't we zoom in on that, just because we have a lot of people living in Cuyahoga County, over 1.2 million people. Let's see. Okay, so this special weather statement is for probably the storms that are developing back here near Westlake. We've got a storm. And then we've got this other one out here in Lorain County that's also moving east. But the severe storm, the strongest one, is south. So that's going to be Brecksville, Broadview Heights, and then stretching into Summit County, 271, eastern Medina. We've got this storm over Youngstown. Man, this Cortland one in Trumbull County, that's got a mean hail core on it. Let's see if we've got any updates on that. Yeah, that's quite a hail core there. Um, Okay, we got some reports here. Nothing in Kettering. Thanks, Bill. Appreciate it. Greenwich. Yeah, Greenwich, you're good right now. Crawford County, yeah, you have a little bit rain. And send it south. It is hot. Whew, it sure is at my house. I haven't had any rain in South Columbus yet. My house is, yeah, 93 degrees. Feels like 100. I don't know if you can see my app here. But yeah, my 93 with a heat index of 100 at my house right now. I feel it. I feel you guys. And that's really the main danger from all these storms that are popping up, is just the heat, and it's all heat driven. Um, all the heat in the atmosphere has been driving these storms. But yeah, it looks like there's quite the hail core on this Trumbull County storm near Cortland, right along State Route 11. That's gonna conk on a lot of people's cars driving north between the Youngstown area and Ashtabula. We have a report. Cortland, haven't had hail yet, but strong winds and a lot of rain. All right, thank you, Abigail. I appreciate that. Shauna in Ross County. Yeah, you're probably seeing that storm that's down in Pike County. I think Ross County will be okay for now, but yeah, it's that Pike County storm that's making it look dark for you there. I want to get it up. Yeah, like I said, let me see if I can get an update on this Cortland storm here, because $half size hail. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. The potential for $half size hail right here north of Cortland. Yeah, that's a nasty one there. And then this other one over Youngstown at this moment really isn't great either. There could be some small hail in the Liberty area in southern Trumbull County. Hubbard moving north out of Youngstown. So the south side of Youngstown, Boardman, Austintown, you guys are Canfield, you guys are fine. But it's the Liberty, Girard, Hubbard area that I would be looking for some very heavy rain that'll stretch into the Pennsylvania region of the Mahoning Valley. Yeah, but I do think this storm up here near Cortland is the strongest one with the greatest threat for hail. But there's a little one up here south of Chardon in Geauga County, and then this other one out here near that's moving into Summit County along 77 and 271. Another one developing out here near Oberlin and Wakeman. Kelly's Island will probably get a little storm. Newark, severe thunderstorm warning. Washington Courthouse, Mount Sterling, severe thunderstorm warning. Pike County, you have a severe thunderstorm warning. It's just, there's just so many. It's hard to continuously follow each one. And then we have this one over Dayton. It's heading towards Wright Pat, Huber Heights, and places like that. Xenia, I think you're okay in Xenia. It's moving away from you, it looks like, or scooting away from you, I should say. But Columbus, we're dry. But yeah, it's stormy out in Newark with the biggest storm right now in Trumbull County. So okay, new update from the Weather Service. It looks like. Let's see, 3. Okay, no. It's not a new update. It's just the update I just gave you guys. Okay. The screen flashed. All right. There's a trampoline in the power lines in Ravenna. Oh boy, that's not good. Yeah, I mean, I do believe it. That storm that went through Portage County earlier was strong, and then you guys have to watch out for this one. Moving through Summit County here shortly too. Let's see. Heavy rain in Washington Courthouse. Still raining. Some thunder. Yeah, very busy afternoon. So, all right. So, like I've been doing all afternoon, I am going to occasionally duck out and just keep the radar up for you guys. But just as soon as I said that, we now do have another severe thunderstorm warning to report. This is for Ross County now. So if you're in Ross County, which I know a couple of you are, this was just issued for you. It does not include Chillicothe, but it does include the western portion of Ross County here. Let's see if I can get the text data on that. Get a new update. Severe thunderstorm warning for Highland and Ross. Again, we're moving northeast at 15 miles per hour. Expect damage to trees and power lines. So, yeah, they're not really seeing a hail threat on this one, but they are expecting some wind, which has been these storms do have very powerful downdrafts, and that's where the wind is coming. There's so much energy in the atmosphere that they're building, and when they build and then they get to their maximum height, they hit the edge of the troposphere and hit the stratosphere, and they don't really have anywhere else to go but down. And then you start to see the storms gust out, produce some high wind at the surface, some heavy rain, then they kind of dissipate a little bit and then fire back up in some spots due to all the heat and humidity out there today. Because it is brutally hot. Lots of energy in the atmosphere. Thankfully there's not a lot of wind shear, which is the change of direction of the wind in the atmosphere. And then that's what we look at for tornadoes, and there's just none of that out there today. So there's no tornado threat, thankfully. But man, there are a lot of strong thunderstorms out there. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 severe thunderstorm warnings in Ohio, and now they just went ahead and issued a severe thunderstorm warning for this Youngstown area storm into Mercer County, PA, and northern Lawrence County, PA, which is outside our coverage area, but we might have a couple people watching from the Valley area that may be either over in PA or nearby. Yeah, wow, there's a hail threat with this one. And then, of course, that Akron storm, Columbiana County storm, severe weather all over the Youngstown area. Licking County, Pickaway, Madison, Fayette, Ross, Highland, Pike, far northern Adams and Scioto County, and we got this little slow mover near the Air Force Base, stretching from about Wright Pat to Huber Heights into downtown Dayton, including Beaver Creek and Fairborn. Xenia, I think you're okay. Centerville and Kettering, you're okay too. But quite a day it's been so far. So hopefully you're getting some rain for your garden, but not the wind and hail. That's what we don't want you to have. Um, so we had a question: with the success of heat this week, do you expect more storms like this? Yeah, I would say so. I would say we have this chance pretty much all week where there's just so much heat that the atmosphere is kind of primed for it, and these storms pop up. Maybe not as numerous as today, but we're gonna have to keep an eye on it for it. Really, the main danger is the heat, with heat index values pushing over 100 in many spots right now. But it's just there's so much energy that the storms are popping up, and you'll get a brief relief from the heat when it rains, but that's gonna drive the humidity up, and then when the sun comes back out, it's oppressively hot again. So it's not going to take the sun very long to heat things back up, especially since the summer solstice is this week. We are at the peak for solar radiation. This is the longest stretch of days of the year, which is nice. It's nice having these long days, sun setting at 9 o'clock, getting up at 5 in the morning. It's nice having the sun for so much time, but it is it's it's a lot of energy. The Earth is getting cooked here in the northern hemisphere. That is for sure. So, all right, I think I'm going to take a another break, but like I've been doing, I'm going to keep the stream going. Going to turn the camera and the sound off. Just going to keep it up here on radar because our automated posts are down. But I'll kind of pop in as we work our way throughout the rest of the afternoon. And other folks here at the Bell Park Weather Network / Ohio News and Weather team will be kind of in and out as well, working our way through this heat wave that we've got coming. So I'll pop back in a bit and we'll see you then. All right, back once again. Just noticing that as this afternoon has gone on, we have really been popping up a lot of severe weather updates, and we now have a new severe thunderstorm warning that includes this cell that's kind of been developing quite a bit as it's been meandering across Route 322 in Geauga County, now with a severe thunderstorm warning. So let's try to get an update on that storm here. Severe thunderstorm warning. This is going to be for Geauga and Ashtabula County. It's moving east at 20 miles per hour, which makes sense. That's kind of the trend of all the storms across the state today. Really, the storm motion for all of these storms we've covered from Ashtabula to Dayton has really had the same storm motion east at 20, which is just following the prevailing wind. But this one's developing a bit of a hail core out here along the Ashtabula and Geauga County line. Um, this storm does have the potential for some half-dollar size hail. So quite a nasty storm here. Now moving along 322 into the Ashtabula County region. So Orwell, you're likely to get this storm a direct hit, roaming shores. Jefferson is a little ways away from it, but with its slight northeast trajectory, we could maybe see some storm development out near Jefferson as well in Ashtabula County. So that's the newest severe thunderstorm warning. We still have these two strong storms right along the Pennsylvania state line, stretching all the way up through Trumbull and Mercer County, now impacting Hubbard and then over into PA, Sharon and Wheatland along I 80. Youngstown, you're starting to get clear, although we do have a couple more storms down here now south of Canfield and Boardman. We also have this severe thunderstorm warning for, let's see if I can turn the Pittsburgh radar on for this one. Let's see, there we go. Pittsburgh radar. It's taking a moment to load. There we go. This severe thunderstorm warning for Columbiana, Carroll, and very far northern Jefferson County along State Route 9 and Route 30 between Lisbon and Hanoverton. Summitville, Carrollton still getting a good wallop from that storm. We also have this storm moving through Summit County, although this one seems to be weakening a little bit. And I think it's weakening because it's running into some air that's already been used up in the previous day's storm. So a lot of those places that have already had storms, as more storms approach you, I'm willing to bet that this next round of storms will be weaker, or at least that's what I'm hopeful for. But we still do have a severe thunderstorm warning for that one. We also have a special weather statement for some storms developing from Oberlin down to Wakeman and even Norwalk. We also have this severe thunderstorm warning for Licking County. That's now heading into Muskingum County. We have these severe thunderstorm warnings, four of them now, for a stretch from about Mount Sterling all the way down to about Piketon. So Pike County, Ross County, Fayette County, far southern, southeastern, I should say, Madison County, and even uh, Pickaway County. We also have this one, which has shown some signs of weakening. That's almost on top of Huber Heights and Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. So those are all the severe thunderstorm warnings that are in effect right now. We do have a lot of storms that have popped up across the state today and continue to cause some wind and hail and heavy rain for a lot of people. So as I've been doing, I'm going to kind of pop in and out and just update you, whenever we get updates from the Weather Service on these storms. Um, and I appreciate all the kind words and the thank yous. But yes, it's been a very active day across the Buckeye State, with the most dangerous threat of all being the excessive heat. And we are not done with it after today. We are going to be very hot for the next week, including next weekend. So if you have weekend outdoor plans, prepare for Saturday to be at least as hot as it is today, with Sunday still being very close. I believe the next 7 to 8 days will have highs at least in the 90s. Yeah, we're looking at mid to upper 90s with some relief from the heat a week from today, but we're still going to have temperatures in the upper 80s to near 90 degrees. So a very, very active weather pattern setting up. And because of the energy in the atmosphere, we will have the threat for pop-up thunderstorms every day. Maybe hopefully not as numerous as they are today, but there certainly could be a threat for that as well. Let's see if we've got any updates from the weather service. Let's see here. I don't think we have any new updates other than everything I just said. But man, has it been active? That is for sure. Let's see here. I want to see if we've got any updates on the next couple of days too that I might be able to share with you. No updates yet, but we'll see. We'll see if we get some updates on the severe weather threat of the next couple of days. But again, if you're in an orange box, that means you have a severe thunderstorm warning. If you are in a yellow box that's not shaded in, that's a special weather statement. So that's a storm they're looking to be on the strong side. And yeah, it's been that sort of day. Severe weather all across the Buckeye State. So I'm going to keep you guys updated. I'm going to keep the radar stream going. So again, I'm going to turn my camera and my audio off, but the stream will continue and I'll pop in as necessary. We'll see you in a bit. right. Good afternoon, everybody. Who is with me? This live stream has been going for a little over 2 hours now. Most of the time, just a no audio radar stream, but I've been trying to break in every once in a while to update you on some of the severe storms. Around 5 o'clock, forecaster Ken McNatt is going to take over and kind of monitor the situation from there. But right now, we do have a couple new severe thunderstorm warnings to talk about since I last joined you all just about 20 minutes ago. And that's been the nature of this afternoon. They've just been kind of popping up and we've been getting updates as we can. But two of the new severe thunderstorm warnings and a third one back here near Dayton that we'll talk about in a second. But this one here for Pickaway County, including Asheville. This also does include the far southeastern portion of Franklin County. That includes Canal Winchester, Pickerington in Fairfield County, Carroll, and the US 33 stretch from almost Grove Park to Lancaster. This one, some hail and a gusty wind threat. We also have a new severe thunderstorm warning for the north side of Zanesville. So this is northern Muskingum County, Frazeysburg, Dresden, areas that were hit by the tornado not long ago, now experiencing some gusty wind and hail. Also, some storms up to the north. We still have severe thunderstorm warnings for eastern Mahoning County, including Youngstown and Boardman. Storms that have now moved into Mercer and Lawrence County in Pennsylvania. And then a storm up here in Jefferson County, or sorry, Ashtabula County. Sorry, Ashtabula County. That appears to be weakening a little bit, which is good. But again, still an issue there. All right, another storm that's non-severe, but it's sitting over the east side of Cleveland. So Bracknell, Cleveland Heights, University Circle area, getting that. Also, some storms developing back here between Oberlin, Kipton, Berlin Heights, north of Wakeman. And then we have this severe thunderstorm warning for the Dayton area. So this is central Montgomery County, including the city of Dayton, Moraine, West Carrollton, Kettering, and Oakwood. You are not getting hit right now, but you might get another storm overhead soon, and even the north side of Miamisburg as well. Those are some locations being impacted by that storm. We also have this continuing severe thunderstorm warning south of Washington Courthouse. So this is for Ross County on the north side, including Clarksburg, which is in right along the Pickaway and the Ross County line. So we still have a lot of gusty, hail-producing storms out there across the Buckeye State on this very hot day. Let's see, we have 93 in Charleston, West Virginia. Heat index is up to 101. Yup. Let's see, Cuyahoga County. I'm assuming that's University Heights. Looks like on the east side you are good, but there is a rainy storm to the north of you, just really over East Cleveland. Actually, no, East Cleveland's over here, closer to Euclid and the north side of Cleveland Heights. So it's pretty close to you in the UH area. Chillicothe, we just covered Ross County, Chillicothe, west or of just Carrollton, Ohio. Yeah. So, oh yeah, we also do have this severe thunderstorm warning. Carrollton, you are okay, but we are experiencing a severe thunderstorm warning. This is actually Jefferson County now. So I erroneously said Jefferson County earlier, but now it is that we also do have that for northern Jefferson, so north of Steubenville. But Steubenville is technically in the warning, and this also includes the northern tip of West Virginia as well. So a lot going on here this afternoon, continuing to go on. And like I've been doing, I am going to keep this on live radar radar mode. Oh, okay. So speaking of Jefferson County, it looks like we just got a report that the Jefferson County Airport officially hit 100 degrees today. So, whew, that's toasty. I was just outside for a little bit, and it was very hot here in Columbus. I'm on the other side of Franklin County, so I'm not getting any of the rain falling near Canal Winchester, but it's It's been quite the day across the Ohio Valley. So, yes, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to keep the radar stream going. I'm going to pop back off as I've been working around the house today trying to update you whenever I can. We're keeping the radar live because our automated warning posting system is down, although our app is not. So our Ohio News and Weather app on Google Play and App Store is always available. But I want to have this radar available for you as well as we navigate through this very uh, hot and active weather afternoon for us with a lot of reports of gusty wind and some hail across the area. So, again, I'm going to keep this going. And then right around 5 o'clock, I'll probably end this stream. And then forecaster Ken McNatt will take over and he will lead you through the rest of the evening from there. So, for now, back to just some radar coverage, and I'll pop in when I have to. Hello, everyone. Meteorologist Mike Joyce back here one last time. I am going to end our radar stream here very soon. We are going to switch over to other coverage, particularly from some of our other members here at Bell Park slash Ohio News and Weather. I believe Ken McNatt has agreed to take over from here, so he'll kind of steer things through the rest of the evening as I have to step out. But just before I go, what we've got going on right now are 3 severe thunderstorm warnings. Well, 4 technically in our coverage area. So let's go run through them really quick for you. We do have this severe thunderstorm warning for western Hocking County, so that includes Laurelville, not the city of Logan, but many of the rural areas between Laurelville and Logan in US 33. So a lot of cabins and vacation rentals down that way. So we do have a severe thunderstorm warning for wind and hail there. We have another one for southern Licking County here, including Buckeye Lake. And actually quite a bit of a hail core in Pataskala. So we could be seeing some nasty hail there in Pataskala, including Kirkersville, Hebron, and Heath. And also down here into Perry and Fairfield County. So Rushville, Bremen, Somerset, even New Lexington, some wind and hail and heavy rain threat there. We also still have a severe thunderstorm warning up here in Wayne and Stark County once again for a strong isolated storm here with some wind and hail threats there. So just south of Oroville, north of Brewster. Canton, I would be looking out. Massillon, certainly Massillon looking out as well, and Dalton. And finally, we have this severe thunderstorm warning for Jefferson County as well. And then quite a strong storm cluster heading into the Pittsburgh metro area. So that's what we've got going on right now. And it's a lot for a 1 out of 5 risk for severe weather, but we have a lot of heat today, and this sort of thing will happen when you have a lot of energy in the atmosphere. So, all right. Well, again, thank you for tuning in. I know we, for the most part, just had a live radar stream with me coming in and coming and going, but I hope that everyone stays safe, and we will pass coverage on to our other members as we head into the evening, although it does seem that the storm threat will start to taper off as we head into the evening as well. Take care, stay safe, and we'll keep you updated as we go through.